So for this next question with the law of cosines, we are going to be solving for the missing angle A. So this one, it is harder to use that original law of cosines formula. I'm going to show this one two ways. I'm going to show it with the original formula as well as the altered formula. So let's go ahead and start with angle A is this one here. I'm going to start with the altered formula to show you how much easier it is to solve when you have that one on standby. So cosine of angle A, we don't know what A is, so that one's going to be missing. It does help to label these if you want to actually use the right pieces. So there's A, B, and C. So now I can go ahead and plug it into this formula. So B squared is 21 squared. C squared minus A squared, all divided by 2BC. Okay. So this is the one that's just the rearranged version of our original law of cosines formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the right side of the equation and get an answer. But I'm not done yet. I do have to get A by itself by doing cosine inverse. So let me go ahead and plug this in. Uh, 2 times 27. All right, so for cosine of A, I got 283.21. But I'm not finished yet. I'm going to go ahead and do the cosine inverse to both sides because I got to get A by itself. So A will equal cosine inverse of 283.21. Okay, I paused it because I think I made a calculator error. The right side of the equation should be not that. I think I might have forgotten some parentheses somewhere. So actually the right side of the equation equals 0.746. And then the cosine inverse of that was 41.75 degrees. And I stopped it because it gave me an error code there. So it told me that I probably plugged something in wrong. So let's go ahead and do this again. And we're going to use the original formula next. That only took us really 2 steps to solve, plugging it in and taking the inverse. This next one is going to take a little bit more to solve. So I'm going to scroll down here and let's actually grab this. Let's see if we can grab it and put it down here so we can see it again. Nope. Okay, so let's just see if we can use the formula one more time. All right, so plugging in A is 18, C is 27, B is 21. So 18 squared, this is with the original unaltered formula. 21 squared plus 27 squared minus 2 times 21, 27 cosine of A. Okay, so in order to solve this out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these, combine this, and evaluate the 18 squared. So let's calculate some of these numbers in chunks. 18 squared is 324. 21 squared plus 27 squared is, and added together is 1170. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing the right side in two chunks is because the 2, 21, and 27 is still multiplying by cosine A, so I cannot combine those with the subtraction sign. So according to PEMDAS, I have to do those two separately. So 2 times 21 times 27 is 1134 cosine A. Now I can begin moving things away from the cosine A. So I'm going to start off by subtracting the 1170. $324 is negative 846. Okay, next step would be to divide by the negative 1134, because it's multiplying to the front right now. Oops, I didn't mean to put a dot there. Come on, there we go. Divide both sides by the negative 1134. Okay, we get 0.744, which looks a lot like the number that we got with our other equation. It's a little bit more, a little bit less rounded, I think. Cosine A. Then we get to inverse both sides. So if I do that, we get 41.9 degrees. And let's scroll back to the top, see if that was what we got for the part one. 41.75. So it's a little bit less rounded. And that's because I think I rounded this part of the equation a little bit too much. So yeah, so as you can see, it is a difference of 2 steps versus like 6. So you can choose which one to use. You'll get the same answer on both, no matter which one you end up picking.